Talk about this being a number one contender fight. Has that changed your camp at all? Has anything changed mindset wise?
It never changed my camp. Like, I've been in camp for the past, well, pretty much my whole life. My camp has never changed. Mentality, my mental state was the same as Pedro Cavallo. I treated Pedro Cavallo like it was my title fight. So every fight I go in like it's gonna be my last. So my mentality hasn't changed, and it's just this camp has been amazing through the whole training camp and the weight cut. So I'm super excited to go out there and prove to the world that I'm the number one in the world.
Santiago, go ahead.
Hi, JJ. Greetings from Amsterdam. Thank you for the time. You are still a young fighter, but you have made your presence very well known inside the Bellator cage. Is this all going quicker than you thought, or is this exactly going as you planned it?
I never really planned. All I said is I want to fight 3 times a year, 3 to 4 times a year, and they put fighters in front of me, and I went out there and I did my thing, and this is how it all planned out. I don't have any expectations. I just go in there and I do my thing, and what comes along with it comes along with it.
Your opponent, Adam Borics, only has 1 loss on his record. He got dominated on the ground by Caldwell. Did you take anything away from that fight that you want to use for yourself, JJ?
Definitely. He tapped a rear naked choke that wasn't even under his jaw. So that showed me a lot of lack of grappling skills, because it's really difficult to get tapped when it's on your jaw. So I want to go out there and look to exploit his jiu-jitsu a little bit.
Does the idea excite you of potentially taking on another undefeated fighter, which is, of course, the featherweight champion, AJ McKee? I mean, undefeated versus undefeated. That's a pretty good story, right?
Yeah, once I get through Borics, it's going to be the fight everyone wants to see, It's going to be the most exciting fight that everyone's going to be talking about. So definitely, I'm super excited to get in there and deal with Borics, and then AJ McKee will be a great fight.
Good luck on fight night, sir.
Thank you very much.
JJ, how's training going down in San Diego for you? Can you tell us a little bit about your move there from New Zealand?
When I moved to San Diego, I moved here specifically for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, because my dream was to be a black belt world champion. So that was my original plan moving here, and then we changed courses because we got the opportunity to, and then I went back into the MMA world. So camp has been amazing. I love all my training partners. My coaches here have been amazing, and I train hard every day ever since I got here. So I'm never out of camp. So
Go ahead. Ed?
Sorry about that. I had the mute on my own mic. JJ, looking ahead at this fight last night, with your record, I mean, you're undefeated against a well-known fighter. You've already fought Carvalho and Claxton. I'm just wondering, going into this fight, I mean, does carrying the O on your record become stressful for you, like going into a fight against someone like Borics?
not really. I've lost before. I've lost in amateurs. I've lost in jiu-jitsu, wrestling. I'm just gonna go out there. I'm gonna fight as hard as I can. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna put on the best show that I'm capable of, and whatever's the results are the results. But I'm going in there to win.
Well, thank you.
One more here. So it's pretty rare for a promotion, I guess, to come out and say that this is a number one contender fight, especially with the rankings already in place. How does that make you feel? Does it add any pressure?
It makes me feel amazing. It makes me it proves to me that the work I'm doing is paying off, and it doesn't change anything really for this fight. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna do the best that I can. As always, I'm gonna go out there and put on a show and prove that I have that I'm the best in the world in my division. you know, so it doesn't really change anything. But I'm super excited to be able to go out there and become the #1 contender.
Jay, go ahead.
JJ, just a quick one for me. You talked ahead of this fight about your concern with AJ McKee maybe going off to lightweight and, fighting Pitbull again there and holding up the division. And you mentioned an interim title. Bellator has kind of been reluctant about interim titles in the past. They did do a heavyweight one recently, but if that interim title doesn't get made, what would be your option moving forward? Would you sit if you had to, or would you take another fight?
I can't sit on the bench. I need a fight. I'm not a person that can just like not have a fight. If I don't have a fight coming up, I don't know what to do. So, if that push comes to shove, then I'm gonna have to fight again. But they should, at that point, I think AJ McKee should defend his title, or I'm not gonna be sitting on the bench for a whole year. Like, what is he gonna be doing for a whole year? He'll have to fight. So, either vacate it, have an interim title, whatever it is, but I will want to fight 3 months after this fight.
All right, best of luck this Friday.
Thank you very much.
JJ, that was the last one, man. Thanks for the time.
Perfect. Thank you, guys.